I'm back with more Dragon Age Inquisition.
Something you wanted to talk about?
Carry on.
Nope. Let me go see. What's going on in here? Alright. A mage name. Bluffing her way into the magisterium library. Managed to acquire but also a number of other magical tomes. Oh. The talks between Ferretta took place in Jada, and it was not easy to keep matter spiraling out of control. He's no diplomat after all. Thankfully, our legions were all interested in more war, and we were able to smooth the way towards him. The king sitting along a sword. Ah.
Let's see what we have.
Let's see. Josephine. So that's all on this side. Let me see. Inquisitor. There's no time for us to dance in the Winter Palace, but perhaps I might claim the dance you offered now. You may not be familiar with Elamonde. It's a prelude to every great movement in music and in the game. I will be happy to teach you the step. To begin, the couple forms two lines facing one another south of the Imperial Highway. And, uh, huh. Yeah.
Inquisitor.
Alright, let me see.
Inquisitor, I must speak with you.
What is it?
I must explain something first about the Montilier's fortunes.
I remember you said your family had been forbidden from trading in Orlais.
It's devastated our finances. The Montilier's have, in fact, been in debt for over 100 years.
I'm
I had
sorry,
no
I
idea your
didn't know.
family's situation was so precarious.
Hardly anyone outside the family does. For generations, we've done everything to keep creditors at bay. Sold our lands to stave off interest. It's just... it is infuriating to see my family still reduced to this. I'm to become head of our house. If I sell any more of our land, my family will become destitute. That cannot be my legacy to them.
Can I
Is there
help?
anything I can do?
I'd almost solved our problems. For a while. I negotiated a chance to reinstate the Montiliers as landed traders in Orlais. We could rebuild with that. But when I dispatched paperwork to Val Royeaux, I've just learned my carriers were murdered. And the documents restoring my family's trading status destroyed.
What? Who
Do you have any
did?
idea who murdered them?
Leliana made inquiries that bore success. Comte Boisvert, a nobleman in Val Royeaux, claims to know who killed my messengers. He has a request that you come when I meet him, so he's seen publicly conferring with you.
What
when
will
would they
being
get
seen with
him?
me gain the Comte?
The Comte will drop hints at parties he's to meet with an important visitor. Allies and rivals will take note. Once he's met you, there will be speculation. The Comte will subtly spin reports to his advantage. He will use us. But if he knows who killed my people, I ask that we indulge him.
If it
That's
helps,
what it
I'll
takes
go.
to get to the bottom of this. I'll meet this Comte with you.
Thank you, Inquisitor. It means... you are too kind. I must know who killed my couriers just to harm my family.
Man, this stuff crazy. Let me see, do anybody else got some?
Greetings. We'll talk later.
No. Dorian?
Questions. I should
No.
go. You know where I'll be.
Let's see. Vivian?
My dear, I know you must have a great deal on your mind right now, but I need to speak with you. You know as well as I how far the Inquisition's influence has spread, and how desperate the Grand Clerics have become. Our opinion will be instrumental in their election of the new Divine.
I
Thought that might
expected
be
as
coming
much.
after the Grand Ball.
The Inquisition may not be invited to their vote, but our actions will certainly influence the Grand Clerics. To sit on the Sunburst throne, a candidate should have grace, charm, and a will of solid steel. Cassandra may lack the first two, but unless you can think of someone better, she is the strongest choice.
What about
Leliana might be a
Liliana?
better choice than Cassandra, don't you think?
Leliana is a well-meaning fool. She will do irreparable harm to countless people in the name of freedom. She proposes to abolish the circles with nothing but a solemn promise from mages not to murder children. When an angry mage lashes out inside a tower, villages aren't destroyed. The circle protects us all. Mages will die and take ordinary men with them in a war that cannot be won. Consider carefully, Inquisitor. Everything we do is a sign from the Maker to those who seek one. My dear, did you need me for something?
So we sitting there talking about this. Let me go up here.
until Varric knew where the champion was all along. That's the last time we sent Cassandra to interrogate.
Huh.
I'll leave you to your...
Alright. Oh, is Black Wall back here?
It's lies, you know. I didn't see anything.
No.
Bad, but he has a name and a face. That's not what he is. Who he is. Not to me.
Let me see, who else?
Your worship. Damn, these are good. Are these nuts or seeds or whatever? They're good.
Man, I'm bored. Crown.
Your worship.
We'll talk later.
Let me go see if Cole got anything.
I hope I can help somehow. Maybe cleaning.
You heard what they did out there? They're adamant.
I did? I don't see why it concerns you. I'll keep an eye out.
He was their enemy the whole time, but she made him forget, so he could change.
Huh.
I'll talk to you later.
If you like.
Once we're raised.
Alright. Let me see.
It's always wonderful to speak with you.
That's enough for now.
We shall speak again soon.
Me go speak with Cullen. Maybe he got something to say.
Inquisitor, if you're looking for the commander, he's gone to speak with Seeker Pentecost.
Let me go see. Let me see what Cullen want with Cassandra.
You asked for my opinion, and I've given it. Why would you expect it to change?
I expect you to keep your word. It's relentless. I can't...
You give yourself too little credit.
If I'm unable to fulfill what vows I kept, then nothing good has come of this. Would you rather save face than admit... We will speak of this later.
And people say I'm stubborn. This is ridiculous. Cullen told you that he's no longer taking lyrium.
And you
Yes.
would have watched him.
He trusted your judgment on the matter.
He was not interested in my judgment today. Cullen has asked that I recommend a replacement for him. I refused. It's not necessary. Besides, it would destroy him. He's come so far.
Why didn't he come to
tell me?
We had an agreement long before you joined us. As a seeker, I could evaluate the dangers.
Can
Is
we
there
change
anything
his
we can
mind?
do to change his mind?
If anyone could, it's you. Mages have made their suffering known, but Templars never have. They are bound to the Order, mind and soul, with someone always holding their lyrium leash. Cullen has a chance to break that leash, to prove to himself, and anyone who would follow suit, that it's possible. He can do this. I knew that when we met in Kirkwall. Talk to him. Decide if now is the time.
Let me go speak to Carla.
Maker's breath. I didn't hear you enter.
Forgive me.
Talk to
Cullen, if you
me.
need to talk, you don't have to.
I never meant for this to interfere.
Man, are you okay, Cullen? Cause look where you
Going to be all right.
acting.
Yes. I don't know. Did you know Ferelden's circle was taken over by abominations? I was there. The Templars, my friends, were slaughtered. I was tortured. They tried to break my mind, and I... How can you be the same person after that? Still, I wanted to serve. They sent me to Kirkwall. I trusted my Knight Commander, and for what? Her fear of mages ended in madness. Kirkwall's circle fell. Innocent people died in the streets. Can't you see why I want nothing to do with that life?
Of course
I
I can.
understand.
Don't. You should be questioning what I've done. I thought this would be better. That I would regain some control over my life, but these thoughts won't leave me. How many lives depend on our success? I swore myself to this cause. I will not give less to the Inquisition than I did to Chantry. I should be taking it. I should be taking it.
I'm gonna say that would be best if he start back taking the
The Order
lyrium.
doesn't control you. Isn't that enough?
I don't...
Cullen, you're in pain. This isn't worth it.
Yes, Inquisitor. There will be no further distractions. You have my word.
Man. If he's suffering that much without lyrium, he needs to be taking it.
Your worship.
See what Cassandra got to say.
It's always wonderful to speak with you.
That's enough for now.
We shall speak again soon.
Of somewhat fallen fortune. Let me go to Val Royale. Oh, let's see. I want you to know.
No time, please.
I want you to know.
They are expecting your thanks.
I don't consider the other mages to be my brethren.
You'll benefit if their rebellion brings about change for your kind.
Alright, let's see. Here she go.
Do you know where this noble wanted to meet us?
I do. The Comte Poivers invited us to his mansion, not far from here. I pray he clears up the deaths of my messengers, as promised.
Alright, let's go see the Comte.
Welcome, my friend.
Thank you for seeing us, Comte Poivers.
The honor is mine. Please, sit. It's an honor to assist two such distinguished guests.
We welcome your help.
Comte.
The death of Lady Montilly's servants must weigh heavily on you. Have you heard of the House of Repose?
The Assassin's League?
My contacts obtained a copy of a document in the archive. Contract for life.
House of Repose is hereby sworn to eliminate anyone attempting to overturn the Montillier's trading exile in Orlais.
I'm gonna say
Not
you
just
could
after your
be in
messages,
danger.
Josephine. They'll try for you too.
I read so, yes.
The contract was signed by a noble family. The Du Paraquets.
But the Du Paraquets died out as a noble line over 60 years ago.
Indeed. But the contract was signed 109 years ago.
How can a family try to kill you after they died out?
The Du Paraquets were our rivals. They drove the Montiliers from Val Royaux. This contract was drawn up over 100 years ago, but it wasn't invoked until I tried to overturn my family's exile.
Unpleasant though it may be, the House of Repose is merely fulfilling its contractual duties.
I'm gonna say, but the
If people
contract
wanted your
ancient.
family dead or gone, why are the assassins still after you?
A contract is a contract, Inquisitor. Our Legion businesses live and die by their reputations. The entire guild's welfare would be endangered if an agreement was tossed aside on a whim of time or fate.
She's quite right, Your Worship. The House of Repose is doing what it feels necessary, by its standards.
Alright,
I'll
I
do what
help
can
stop
to stop
them.
these attacks, Josephine.
Thank you, Inquisitor. I think I may know how. The Du Paraquets still have descendants under the common branch. If we elevate them to nobility, a Du Paraquet could annul the contract on my life.
That will take time, Lady Montilier. Time during which the House of Repose will be obliged to hunt you.
Will they now? You are exceedingly well informed. You're not to have said you'd heard rumors, at best.
A bit of subterfuge. This contract on your life is an ugly business. One the House of Repose deeply regrets. But this is Orlais. Even an assassin's word is his bond.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna say, was there ever a real
Poivre
call?
actually exist?
Absolutely. The Comte's offer to reveal the killers of Lady Montillier's messengers was genuine. So was his information somehow. An end to be tied up later.
Did you kill the
I'm
real
guessing
Comte?
the actual Comte Poivre met with a fatal accident.
Comte Boisvert slumbers in a nearby closet. Nothing more. The contract on Lady Montillier's life is so unusual, we felt the courtesy of an explanation was in order.
It is appreciated, monsieur.
Your idea to seek out the Du Paraquet to revoke our orders is an interesting one. I wish you luck. I did not come to shed blood today, Inquisitor. Only to speak. Might I pass?
I'm gonna say, why the
warn us
war?
about your contract and let us go?
In Orlais, it is only decent to inform those involved in a contract when extraordinary circumstances conspire.
And the guild's reputation would suffer if you ignored the contract. I quite understand.
Thank you, my lady. May we conclude with my departure?
I'm gonna say you can leave.
Go.
Might well.
Good day, Your Worship. My lady, I pray we never meet again.
Well, I didn't think our meeting would end like this.
We'll deal with these assassins.
I have some thoughts. Let's discuss them back at Skyhold. I'll feel safer with the castle's walls around me.
Alright. Then let's go back to Skyhold. Who over here? Alright, how they gonna tell me one of my allies over here, but I don't see him? Let me go talk to Josephine.
You're welcome.
Inquisitor?
I'm so sorry, Inquisitor. I never thought my family's trading status would trap us in an assassin's plot.
You had no
Learned it
idea.
would lead to this House of Repose coming after you.
It still shouldn't have slipped past me. I've tracked down the last du Paraquets. If they become gentry, they can annul the contract on my life. We'll require a noble from Val Royaux to sponsor them, a judge to provide documents, a minister to ratify them.
It's so like you to take the longest course of action, even when your life is at stake.
I assume you already know everything about this mess.
There is a faster way, Josephine. The original contract on your life is in the vaults of the House of Repose. If my agents infiltrate it and destroy the original, the assassin will have no obligation to chase you.
Liliana, please. I want no more bloodshed over a personal affair.
Don't be so stubborn, Josie. How long will it take you to gather these favors in Val Royaux?
Man, I'm gonna say Liliana
Destroying the
has a
original
point.
contract will satisfy the guild. I say we do it.
But I'm sure my plan will work, Inquisitor.
Whatever happens, I'll assign you more guards. The House of Repose won't be idle long.
I appreciate it, but I still believe elevating the du Paraquets will solve this. First, we need to perform some favors in Val Royaux. I'd be happy to discuss where we could begin.
Well, I reckon I ain't gonna dispatch
Any news of the House of
assassins.
Repose, Inquisitor?
You said
What's our next
favors
move?
in Val Royaux if we want to make the du Paraquets lords.
The Countess Dion is our first step. Her lover, a mage from the White Spire, is missing. Bring her news of him and she'll be very amenable to sponsoring the du Paraquets as lords.